What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. I hope that all of you are having an amazing Thursday on this chilly November. I heard this story this morning and I did a little bit of research to follow up. So, as you guys know, the Montgomery Riverboat brawl happened a few months ago, and essentially, we came together, Black folks, as a community, right? People on the boat, people, from the sidelines came into this man's defense. The young brother who jumped in the river and swam, to aid his coworker. It was a proud day, not condoning violence, but self-defense is not against the law, okay? Now, fast forward to today, and this morning I woke up and I read that the co captain, who was essentially the one getting jumped in this first picture, okay, on the right, for simply doing his job, right? He's being charged with assault. So here we have an article from Alabama.com, okay, because I wanted to hear their perspective on it. So it says the co-captain of the Montgomery Riverboat involved in the August brawl between the vessel's Black crew members and passengers and the white occupants of a pontoon boat has been charged with the third-degree assault, according to court records. No mention of self-defense, which we all saw. This is so Orwellian. You know what I mean? Like when I was in high school, just a side note, but they made us read like 1984, Animal Farm, etc. And essentially, the book was about gaslighting, which I don't even know if people that terminology wasn't in, salient throughout everyday verbiage, right? Like it is now. It's becoming a lot more prominent. But George Orwell was saying basically Big Brother was telling them not to believe your eyes and your ears, right? Believe what we tell you. Everybody had their camera phone out. We saw it all throughout social media, right? This man was trying to do his job. He asked them repeatedly to move the pontoon boat out of the way so he could dock. These drunk, belligerent people, okay, picked a fight with him. This man threw his black cap up in the air, okay, which essentially was a signal to everybody. And, his coworkers came from northeast, south, and west, okay, by boat, by air, and by the river, right? He swam over to help him because they essentially jumped him, and we saw it, okay? Like, don't lie to us or charge him when he's only defending himself, but I'll keep reading. The charges against the Harriott II Co Captain Damien Pickett, who has previously been identified in court records as Damien Pickett, were filed in the Montgomery Municipal Court on October 26th. Neither Montgomery Police nor the Montgomery City Attorney publicly announced the charges. I bet you didn't. I bet they didn't. They know. A side note, Alabama is building this huge, like, super prison, this co-ed prison, this $1 billion prison, okay? I bet you didn't announce the charges publicly because they know they're wrong. But I'll keep reading. Pickett is charged with third-degree assault and is scheduled to be arraigned on November 21st, according to the municipal court records. The complainant in Pickett's case was listed as Zachary Chase Shipman, who was on the pontoon boat and also he also faces a third-degree assault charge in connection with the brawl. So he said he on his Nino Brown. He said, if I'm going down, I'm taking everybody else down with me. Pickett is listed as a victim in the charges, as he was. He was. We saw that against the pontoon boat's occupants. Absolutely. You can't jump somebody and then get mad when he defends himself and his coworkers pull you off of him. And this man was just trying to do his job. So the viral August 5th fight started at the Montgomery's riverfront park when the crew members of the Harriott II were unable to dock the cruise boat because of the pontoon boat from Selma was in the way. See, if they'd have just moved their boat, none of this would have ever happened. But that would have been too much like right. The large fight captured a viral video showing Pickett, who is black, attacked by a group of white people as other black people rushed to his defense. Yes, yes, absolutely. And I'm so grateful because, you know, African American culture, African cultures, period, alongside of, Eastern cultures, we are collectivist, right? Western cultures are more individualistic. Okay, they're all about, hyper independence. But black folks, we are a community, especially in close knit neighborhoods. I'm grateful. I'm glad that they absolutely it was a day of community, Love it. And they can't take that away from us. Crystal Warren, the mother of the 16-year-old deckhand involved in the melee, claimed in a police report that racial slurs were used against Pickett during the brawl. I believe every word. He says, quote, you could see men yelling F that N word. And the men came down to fight my son, she wrote in a report. But in court, Warren testified that she did not hear a racial slur. I wonder, I hope she's okay. Ooh, protect her. Ooh. That's worrisome because Alabama, especially in Montgomery, right? The history of one of the birthplaces of the civil rights movement. I hope that she's protected. If anybody in Montgomery can, hear my voice, send some soldiers her way, send some protectors her way. Pickett was in the courtroom late last month when pontoon boat occupant Richard Roberts, who's 48, pleaded guilty to 2 misdemeanor charges and apologized to Pickett for his actions that day. I think under different circumstances, we could be friends. Why would he want to be your friend? He was trying to do his job, and you jumped him and called him racial slurs and was drunk out of your mind. Why? There's a presupposition here. There's an arrogance here that, especially in Alabama, I have a lot of family who still live in Tennessee and Alabama, that they think they are the prize. Like, forget the whole Lori Harvey thing I was talking about yesterday, but like, for you to be that arrogant, you jumped this man for trying to do his job. All you had to do was move your little funky pontoon boat, but you didn't. You jumped him, cussed him out, called him racial slurs, and you think that he want to be your friend? Ooh, the call captain, the arrogance. Oh my goodness, that level of delusion is, yeah, okay. He says you might not think so. You think? I know you're just doing your job. Did you? Because all you had to do was move your boat, and you wouldn't have been, having to go through all of this. Roberts received a 4-month suspended sentence. I bet he did. None of this is surprising. The only thing is it's frustrating how the pattern, right? How historical this is. A 4-month suspended sentence, not 1 day in jail time. See, that's the thing. Like, you can't. I'm so tired of the double standard and the different rules for different demographics. I hope they sue. I really do. Of that, he will serve 32 days in jail. Oh, okay. So he will serve jail time in Perry County. With that time to be served on the weekends. The good old boys club of Alabama is so frustrating. The sentence also calls for 100 hours of community service and court costs. A 3rd platoon boat occupant, Mary Todd, pleaded guilty to harassment late last month. Okay, so a Karen. She received a 15-day suspended sentence and was ordered to complete an anger management program. Okay, they all should have anger management programs, but okay, and pay court costs. Another defendant in the incident, Reggie Ray, who was black, was seen wielding a folding chair. He was charged with disorderly conduct. When we were in college, just by the way, we threw a party. And unfortunately, I was in a rural college town. All we did was throw a party and got charged with disorderly conduct. He hit her with a chair. But you know what? I'm not even. Disorderly conduct is fair. And this is all the defendants have been arraigned and have pleaded not guilty. Okay, that's the end of the article. I'll link it in the description below. But a couple of things, right? One, I'm glad to see that the community came together instead of, folks just pulling out their phones. Although, again, I'm glad that we have the footage, because why is this man being charged with assault? It is legally constitutional to be able to protect yourself, which is why so many people, have this deep, dire love for the Second Amendment, right? The right to bear arms. He didn't even pull a gun out. Although, again, legally he could have, because these men were jumping him. Look, it went from 2 men to 3 men to this third picture. They were like kicking and stomping him and jumping on him. And, he had to throw his cap up in the air and, signal out to all of his, deckhands and boat mates to come and help him. Why would he be charged with assault? Now, the other guy, the white guy that was charged with assault, we can actually physically see him assaulting him. All he had to do was move that little pontoon boat so that he could dock his ship and get these people safely to the dock. Alabama, between Alabama and Mississippi, you couldn't pay me enough money to go back down south. I'm so serious. Y'all drive a ton. And it's not just the South, by the way. I don't want you guys to think that. But I'm just like, it's just frustrating how we can see the physical evidence, and yet he's being charged with assault. He didn't assault anyone. I hope they throw this case out. I really do. And I hope he sues. I really, truly do. I hope he has a good lawyer. I hope he has a GoFundMe set up, because this is ridiculous. Legally, you were able to defend yourself from people jumping on you, stomping you, calling you racial slurs for simply doing your job. I want to hear from you guys, though. Y'all let me know in the comments your thoughts. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. Thank you for everybody for rocking with me. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday, and I will talk with you later. Take care, Aces. Bye.